Hello and welcome back to part 11 of my game collection series. For this video, we're going over the biggest part of my collection, the Goliath that is my PlayStation 2 collection. Now, I'm going to try to keep this video under an hour, but if it does get a bit longer than that, I do apologize, but there are quite a lot of games we have to go through. There are definitely at least 100 games here in my PS2 collection alone, so yeah, there are quite a few, but I will try to go through them all as quickly as I can while also providing any interesting tidbits or opinions I maybe want to give on some. But yeah, this is my basic PS2 collection, you know. But before we actually get into this PS2 collection, I have to first go over my disc-only PS2 games. And this right here is where I keep all my disc-only PS2 games. Some of these I do have the cases for and stuff, but I do keep them in here. The good part of that reason is because I would like, you know, in case I want to take these games over to a friend's house or something. But I don't really do that much anymore, but whatever. I have a carrying case here that can hold about 300 games or so, I think. So yeah, if I ever wind up with like 300 disc-only games, or if I just feel like putting all my games in there, I probably can. But anyways, let me open this up and we can actually quickly go through them. I'm not going to spend a whole time on all these because, you know, it's just, I don't know, don't really have a lot to say about them, but 007 Agent Under Fire, 007 Quantum of Solace, Bully, Call of Duty Finest Hour, Crash of the Titans, Crash Tag Team Racing, Crash Twinsanity. I have the case for that as well. I paid $5 for that altogether at GameStop. Pretty good deal, I'd say. Despicable Me, the game, bought that brand new when it came out. I do have the case for it as well. Destroy All Humans 1, Destroy All Humans 2. A funny story with Destroy All Humans 1 is that I got this pre-owned at GameStop several years back, but when I actually got it, they gave me the wrong game. They gave me Destroy All Humans 2, which I already had. And yeah, we had to like drive up there just to return the game and get the actual game I wanted. And yeah, now I own Destroy All Humans 1. But before then, I owned Destroy All Humans 2. Got this brand new, or maybe it was pre-owned. I don't know. I got it for Christmas, so when I got my PS2 originally, so it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, probably not a game I should be playing as a kid. Pretty mature, even though it's teen rated. And yeah, but still awesome game, an awesome game series, I'd say. I've only played these two so far. I haven't played Big Willy Unleashed or Path of the Furon, but I definitely look forward to playing those games. Moving on, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, do have the case for that. Digimon World's Data Squad, I got that at a flea market several years back. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, Budokai Tenkaichi. I'd like to have the original Budokai at some point, even though it's probably not all that good compared to the other ones. But I don't know, I just kind of would like to have all the Budokai games, you know, just because. But yeah, big Dragon Ball Z fan in case you couldn't tell, and these are pretty good fighting games, I'd say. But these two are definitely my favorite of them. Budokai 2 is okay, but I mean, Budokai 3 is just better in my opinion. Dynasty Warriors 5, haven't played it yet. Forgotten Realms Demon Stone, kind of interesting game, different than what I expected, I guess. I didn't know really what to expect. It was just cheap and I got it, and supposedly good, I think. Ghostbusters the video game, not bad. God of War, hadn't played much of it, unfortunately. GoldenEye Rogue Agent, thought it might be good, but it turns out it's kind of average or mediocre, you know, but whatever. I haven't really played it yet, so I can't really say. Goosebumps Horrorland, I got that from the Scholastic Fair thing. I do have the case for it as well. Yeah, I got that brand new part of a Scholastic Fair thing. They had it advertising it, and I like Goosebumps, and it's kind of interested me, so I got it, and it's not bad, you know. It's just a bunch of collection of mini games and stuff. I think it's alright. We have GTA Liberty City Stories, GTA San Andreas, and GTA Vice City. I have the cases for all three of these. Have not played a single one of these, believe it or not. I don't know why, I just haven't really been in the mood for a sandbox game, I suppose, but when I do... Oh, and also I'm kind of holding out for, like, to play Grand Theft Auto 3 first, because, you know, that's like the most simplistic or dated of the GTA games, and I kind of like to start there first and then work my way up, you know? Because it'd be kind of hard to say start with GTA 5 and then just jump all the way back to GTA 3, you know? Probably kind of difficult. So yeah, that's kind of why I haven't played those games yet. Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, I had the whole guitar bundle and stuff like that. I got it brand new, I think. I think that was like $50. Yeah. Really fun music rhythm based game, and yeah. Strangely, Guitar Hero sorta kinda got me into rock music, even though I'm sure if I never played these games I probably would have gotten to it anyways, but yeah, I mean, it was sort of my first proper introduction into rock music, and that's cool, I guess. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin, I think that's what that title is. Hitman Contracts, Indiana Jones and Staff of Kings, Jake Cocoon 2, Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy, Jak 2, Jak 3. Yeah, I own all 3 Jak games, played them all, they're great. I didn't realize I had all the Jak games until I like watched someone's video talking about the Jak and Daxter games. I'm like, oh shit, I've got all the games. Sadly I don't have any cases for them though, so that kinda sucks. Klonoa 2, probably the most valuable disc only, well, okay, not the most valuable, one of the most valuable disc only games I own. Paid $2 for this at GameStop several years back, and it goes for about $17 now, just for the disc. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't buy it expecting it to be like rare or whatever, but I got it anyways. Manhunt, pretty fun game in my opinion. Some people don't think so, I guess. Max Payne 2, played those recently, not a bad series. Still kind of like Max Payne 3 the best though. Mercenaries 2, World in Flames, I paid $20 for this at GameStop. Kinda wish I didn't, because I paid $5 for Mercenaries 2 on PS3, and that's like way better than that one. But yeah, I paid $20 for this because it was complete. It was basically in brand new condition. I was like, you know, it's probably a pretty good price for that, so I paid $20 for it. And yeah, it's not bad. It's basically just a straight up port of the first Mercenaries game. You know, it's not quite as like different as Mercenaries 2, I guess. So if you're looking for a more traditional mercenary style game like the first one, you maybe want to check the PS2 port out, because it's basically just a reskin of Mercenaries 1. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, both discs, really great Metal Gear Solid game, I must say, probably the best version to own of it. Neopets: The Darkest Fairy, not a bad little Neopets game. I quite enjoy it, and I would recommend it, I guess. Even if you don't really like Neopets, it's just a fun fantasy adventure game. Nightshade, I have this complete in box. I got it at GameStop, and they were selling it for $1, which at the time I thought was just insane, because every other game was like $20 or more, you know, that was complete in box and stuff, but they were selling this one for $1, and I was just amazed. And yeah, it's supposedly a good game. It's made by the same guy who made Ninja Gaiden. It's like female Ninja Gaiden, I guess. But it's hard as balls too, so yeah, I had to be in the mood for a hard game to play that one, I suppose. Obscure. Now this is the most valuable game I own in my PS2 collection, surprisingly. And yeah, I paid $20 for this back at GameStop, disc only. It does come with like a pre-owned GameStop case, but who really cares about that? But you know how much this thing goes for now? $40 just for the disc. Like, holy shit. I did not expect this thing to become so hard to find or whatever. I didn't think it ever would be. But yeah, it's even $60 for just everything, you know? But in any case, I own the disc, so I can at least play the game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely didn't buy that with like value in mind. It just kind of became valuable. Basically bought it to play it because I got Obscure the Aftermath first, and I wanted like the first game, you know, so I could kind of play them back to back, I suppose. And yeah, got it, and now it's worth quite a few bucks. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. Very good licensed game, I'd say. Mostly for Jack's part. I think that's the guy's name when you're like first-person shooter as a human. But King Kong's parts are kind of okay. On Skull Island, his levels are pretty cool, but the final level is very disappointing. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. I definitely recommend it, especially if you like King Kong. Rampage Total Destruction, not a bad 3D Rampage game. That spot's supposed to be for the original Ratchet & Clank, but I just took the disc out for different reasons. Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, Ratchet & Clank Size Matters, and Up Your Arsenal. I've only played the first 3 Ratchet & Clank games and Deadlocked. I haven't played Size Matters yet, but I will have to at some point, I guess. Deadlocked, fun little spin-off game. Raw Danger, played this at a friend's house first off, and was impressed by it and wanted to own my own copy, so yeah, I eventually got it. Sadly, don't have it complete, just have the disc. Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, fun Rayman game, don't have the case. MX vs. ATV Unleashed, it's one of the games I got with my PS3 when I got it. Romancing Saga, I do have the case and stuff for that. Probably a good RPG. Scalar, I actually got this for Christmas, and this was not something that I asked for Christmas, it's something that I got unexpectedly. The way I kind of put it to myself as a kid is that I thought that, like, because I wanted Shadow the Hedgehog that year, and I kind of figured, like, because they both started with S's, Santa Claus, you know, mixed up to 2 games, but later my mom just told me, like, this was probably, like, cheap in a bargain bin or something. She just got it for me, you know. And to be honest, you know, I'm not disappointed that she did, and I'm kind of glad she did, because it's actually a really fun 3D platforming game. And yeah, if you like 3D platforming games, you should definitely check this one out. It's very unique and pretty fun and kind of underrated. A bit of a hidden gem, I guess you could say. Sega Superstars Tennis, very decent tennis game. You know, I have it on the Wii as well. Shrek Super Slam, pretty fun sort of, I guess Power Stone, like, beat-em-up game. You know, I would say Smash Brothers, but not really Smash Brothers. It plays more like Power Stone, you know? So it's got that sort of aspect. So if you like Power Stone, you might like Shrek Super Slam, who knows? Shrek the Third, not a bad licensed game, but not really great. Siren, pretty good horror game from what I've heard. Don't have the other game, though. I'm waiting to get that. Sly Cooper and Thievius Raccoonus. Sly 2 Band of Thieves and Sly 3, amazing series in my opinion, loved them as a kid, still like them today. Haven't played 4 yet, definitely need to get around to that. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, not a bad wrestling game. Sonic Riders, okay racing game from what I've played so far. Sonic Unleashed, not a bad Sonic game I'd say. I guess I'd like to get this on PS3 as well, just to play like Empire City and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty fun, you know. The Werehog sections weren't as terrible for me as I've heard everyone else say, but I think in like the PS3 360 they're a lot worse because they're like a lot longer, but in PS2 they're not really that long, they're pretty short, so yeah, might want to check out PS2 version, I guess. Soul Calibur 3, awesome fighting game. Spawn Armageddon, not a bad Spawn game. I'm a big Spawn fan, and you know, this was $5 disc only, and I had to get it. And yeah, it's not a bad sort of action-adventure beat-em-up type of game, you know, it's not really great, it's just kind of okay, you know. I probably like it a lot more just because I love Spawn and stuff. Yeah, one thing that's kind of cool about this game is that after you, like, hit enemies and stuff with your axe, cape, or whatever, you know, like, because Spawn's cape can kind of form into other stuff, and if you played, like, you know, ever since Soul Calibur 2, Spawn's cape could like form into a double-headed axe, and yeah, this game just kind of carried over that thing, because, you know, actually it's made by Namco, who also made Soul Calibur, so that kind of makes sense now that I look at it. Anyways, after you hit enemies with your weapon, after a while, just like on your back is like blood dripping off of it, and I think that's a pretty cool little detail, you know? Just have like the blood of your enemies dripping off it after you kill people, but yeah, that's pretty cool. If you like Spawn, I'd definitely recommend it, because so far it's probably the best Spawn game released, and the only really good one, and yeah, definitely check it out. Legend of Spyro New Beginning, Legend of Spyro Eternal Night, and Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, not a bad series, I guess. Dawn of the Dragon is actually fairly valuable. The PS3 version more so than the PS2 version. PS2 version still quite a bit, but yeah, the PS3 version is like the most rare of them all. PS3 version goes for about $60, but the PS2 version goes for about 30 or so. So yeah, still works quite a bit, but not as much as the PS3 version. I have it complete. I bought it brand new way back in the day on PS2, and yeah, I'm kind of glad I did, because apparently it's becoming hard to find, so yeah, I own that. But I would like to get on PS3, because it does look better on PS3, and plus, you know, it's more collectible, but whatever. The Suffering and the Suffering Ties That Binds. I love this series. Bought this while knowing very little about it. I had both these games were in GameStop. This had the case to it. This just had a pre-owned case to it. And I looked it up online as to what the series was, and I heard that it was like psychological horror and survival horror. And that kind of, you know, hooked me and just kind of convinced me to just automatically buy these things. And yeah, I'm not disappointed I did, because they're both pretty great games. Honestly, this is probably my favorite of the two overall, but they are both games. They're both great games, you know, in their own ways. Continuing on, 13, pretty fun FPS game. Ends on a cliffhanger, though, which sucks. They definitely wanted to make a sequel, but it never happened because it didn't sell well, so that kind of sucks. Hopefully they can maybe do a rebuild of this someday. If not, oh well, I guess. Still a fun FPS game, either way. Throwville Off the Rails, not bad. Roller Coaster Tycoon type games. If you play one, play Off the Rails, it's the best in my opinion. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, I'm not really digging this game so far. When I played several years ago, I haven't touched it since then, but when I did play it, it kind of bored me. But I think it's just something I kind of have to put some time into to really get into. Ghost Recon Advanced Fighter, haven't put any time into that really. Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, I haven't played either of them, unfortunately. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, pretty good Tony Hawk game. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Pro Skater 4, Underground 2. Played all these except for Underground 2, and they're all great, I'd say, so far. Have to get around to Underground 2 at some point. Tasmanian Tiger, play a little bit of it. Tide 3. Did have Tide 2, but it doesn't work anymore for some reason, so I have to get a new copy of Tide 2 before I can really play through this whole series like I want to. Under the Skin, very unique and interesting PS2 game. I definitely recommend you check this one out, especially since Capcom will probably never like re-release this or whatever, just because it's so weird, and you know, not a lot of people really know or care about it. And yeah, I don't think like modern gamers nowadays really like give a shit about this, but yeah, it's a very unique game. It's got a very unique concept to it. Definitely recommend it. X-Men Origins Wolverine, as you probably saw on my shelf, I do have the case for that. Not a bad licensed game, it's actually pretty good. Apparently better than the movie. I've never seen the movie though. And then Warriors Orochi, which I don't really know much about, but as you remember from my part 1, I got this with my Sega Saturn, paid $15 for both of them. Okay, now that we've spent about 20 minutes on the disc, which I didn't exactly expect to do, but whatever, now we get into the actual collection here. And the reason I have some of this stuff just displayed, you know, these aren't like special games or anything, it's just like I've literally run out of space, and yeah, I just kind of had to have these sort of separated out, and I just decided to, you know, display them just so it looks kind of nice for a thumbnail and stuff. But yeah, I guess we can go through them. Valkyrie Profile 2. This is the best thing, the best deal I ever got from Habitat for Humanity. This is basically brand new condition, complete and everything. Let me see if I can open it real quick. I can, sorry about this. There you go. Yeah, got it brand new, and brand new condition, complete, and yeah, goes for 20 bucks online. Paid $2 for it. Very great deal, best deal I've ever gotten from that place. Yeah, looking forward to get Valkyrie Profile Lenneth on PSP. That's a remake of the first one, and yeah. There's X-Men Origins again. I paid brand new price for that when it came out, and yeah. Zone of the Enders. I got this off of 99 Gamers for a pretty decent price. Mainly got it because it comes with like a demo disc, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, definitely look forward to getting the second game and playing the series, I guess. And of course we have this AC/DC fan pack, which I kind of showed off in the first video. But yeah, paid $5 for this at Walmart, and yeah, it was brand new basically, you know, even though this box is pretty fucked up, but that's whatever. Everything else is sealed and, you know, hadn't been tampered with. And yeah, if you for $5, you know, it's a very good deal to get, even just for the shirt, you know. But everything else is also good too, I'd say. So yeah, I'll just move all this shit out of the way, and we can actually get into the rest of my collection. And starting us off, we have Quantum Solace here. I don't really know why. I think my collection got kind of fucked up. Or, oh no, I think I put that there because it's like 007 Quantum Solace, so yeah, whatever. I already talked about that one for the most part. The one thing I will say, it's not a bad James Bond game based off the movie, I guess. Airborne Troops Countdown to D-Day. This is a budget third-person game based off of World War II. It's not terrible, but it's not really great so far. It's definitely like a 5 out of 10 for me so far, but yeah, I have to play it some more and really get into it. I plan on doing a review of it at some point. ATV Off-Road Fury, ATV Off-Road Fury 3, and ATV Off-Road Fury 4. All three of those are games that I got with my PS3. Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30. I got that from Goodwill, yeah. I got that from Goodwill recently, along with another Brothers in Arms game for Xbox, which I'll go over in this next video. But, yeah, paid $2 for that, and, I'd much rather have that on Xbox or whatever than just PS2, but it was there, you know, along with its sequel or previous game or whatever, and I was just like, you know, fuck it, you know, at least I'd have, like, all the games. And then recently I got, you know, Brothers in Arms on PS3, and yeah, now I own the whole Brothers in Arms series, so that's cool, I guess. Fully, yeah, I only owned the disc for it, sadly. I did at one point own the case and stuff, but the disc was broken, and returned it to GameStop to get one that actually works, but they didn't give me the case for some shit, I don't know, but whatever. I'd much rather have Scholarship Edition anyways. Call of Duty Finest Hour, not a whole lot to say. Crash of Titans, you saw all these in like my disc-only stuff. Crash of Titans, Tag Team Racing, and Twinsanity. Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX, I think that's the whole name. So you can see I paid $2 for that at a little retro game store that's a little ways from me, like an hour away. And yeah, it's got that shitty sticker stuff on it, so if I rip it off, it's just gonna be all sticky and shit, so that's why I still have the sticker on the spine. Black, actually, it's not black as in the first-person shooter game. I was about to fuck myself over. But this is actually Delta Force Black Hawk Down. And yeah, I got this from a flea market, thrift store type of place, and for some reason just came in a pre-owned case that had black on it. You know, paid like $1 for that. And yeah, not a bad price for that, I guess. Even though this is not in the greatest condition, but the game still works, and the game seems okay. Despicable Me the Game, Destroy Humans 2, yeah, I've been over all this stuff. Dot Hack, Infection. I paid $20 for this at the same place that I got Dave's Mirror BMX or whatever. Kinda wish I didn't, mostly because of the condition it comes in. Like, you got this sticker residue, you obviously got their stupid sticker stuff on there, and I think stuff on the back. It doesn't even have a manual to it, you know, but it does have both discs, so that's kind of cool, I guess, although I think they're kind of scratched. But yeah, paid $20 for this, expecting like this was one of those, you know, because the dot hack games, you know, are supposedly super rare and valuable and stuff, but I later found out that actually this one is not very valuable at all. You know, it goes for about no more than $20 online as well. And I was kind of disappointed with that, especially this condition, because, you know, I could have held out on this game, you know, I didn't have to have it now, you know, I mostly got it because I thought, oh, this is super valuable, but it's not. And, yeah, so that kind of sucks, I guess, but I'll look at it at some point. There's all the Dragon Ball Z games. Dynasty Warriors 5. This, right here, this one that's kind of doesn't really have a title to it, if I can fucking pull it out, there we go. This is actually, Full Metal Alchemist, Curse of the Crimson Elixir, yeah. And it comes complete for the most part, I guess. It's just the plastic part and the whole cover art is missing for some weird ass reason. So yeah, that's pretty disappointing. Other than that, it's in pretty good condition, and yeah. Comes with this bonus DVD with like some of the anime on it, and yeah. Looking to get the first one before I really play that stuff, but apparently it's a pretty good adaptation of the show in video game format, I think. Moving on, Ghostbusters, the video game, I already went over that, as well as that, all that stuff. Gun. Okay, so, got that from Trade It, that retro game place that I got, .hack from. Basically, Red Dead Redemption before Red Dead Redemption ever came out. And yeah, it's supposedly very good Western open world game. Definitely have to give it a try at some point. Hypersonic Extreme, I got that pretty cheap at a thrift store type place pretty close to me. I think I got that, and what are the other games? I'm trying to look for them. Oh, it's RPG Maker and Robin Hood Defender, The Crown. I got all three of those for like $4. And yeah, I don't really know much about Hypersonic Extreme. I think it's like an average racing game or whatever, but I just got it because it was complete good condition and cheap. So yeah, even if I don't like it, I can always sell it or whatever. Eco, I haven't played it yet. I'd like to get the Eco Shadow of the Colossus collection, although they are doing that remake of Shadow of the Colossus, so maybe just, well, no, I'd kind of like to have that one, because it's got like a different version of Eco on it, at least. And then maybe later get like the remake of Shadow of the Colossus, just for the hell of it. But yeah, pretty good puzzle game, apparently, and I'll have to check it out at some point. Indiana Jones, Death for Kings, pretty good Indiana Jones game. Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer, got that pretty cheap as well from a thrift store type place. I think it's about like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but just surfing. I mean, the title wasn't painfully obvious enough, you know, but whatever. Leisure Suit Larry, I actually got this in a giveaway. If I can fucking find it. Sorry, it's kind of hard to multitask, but yeah, I got this in a giveaway from G-Man Rocks. Shout out to him, I guess. And yeah, I was basically the only one that entered in for this thing, and automatically won it as a result. It doesn't come with a manual, so that kind of sucks, I guess, whatever. To be honest with you, I was never interested in this game, but because G-Man was kind of like just giving it away, I was just like, you know, fuck it. You know, I can submit a dirty joke or whatever and maybe win it, you know, and I ended up winning it, you know. But, yeah, I will try it out before I maybe get rid of it or whatever, you know. I'll at least do that. You know, who knows, maybe I'll like it, maybe I'll decide to keep it or whatever, but well, regardless, shout out G-Man, thanks for the game, bro, appreciate it. Anyways, continuing on, Mark Echo's Getting Up. I still have this sealed, haven't opened it yet. Got that off of 99 Gamers, and I was originally trying to get another game, I think, but he didn't have that game anymore, and so as a way of making up, he's like, I have all these other games, you could pick like one or two that you want, and the two that I picked were Eco and then this game, Getting Up, which is also, actually the full title is Mark Echo's Getting Up Contents Under Pressure, but you could just call it Getting Up or Getting Up Contents Under Pressure, I guess, whatever. It's basically a spray painting game, that's really all I know about it. It's about like Jet Set Radio, I guess, but without the skating, and it's more realistic, I guess, you know, it's not like in a weird, it's not got like a weird art style to it, but yeah, supposedly good. I'll check it out at some point. Matrix Path of Neo, I was kind of told this was sort of like the better of the Matrix games, you know, because Enter the Matrix kind of sucks and is boring. But even so, you know, this is apparently not really that good of a game, but regardless, I'll check it out, I guess, because I kind of like the Matrix, you know, it's kind of cool movie. I only saw the first one, didn't see the other two, because I heard they were garbage, and yeah. Medal of Honor European Assault only had the disc for it. It's a game I got with my PS3. Mercenaries and Mercenaries 2. I already went over Mercenaries 2. Mercenaries, I got that from 99 Gamers at a pretty good price. Comes complete and in pretty good condition, although it doesn't come in the original case. Sort of an aftermarket case, but that's kind of whatever. But regardless, it's a really fun game. Definitely recommend it. Get it on Xbox though, because that's probably the best port, and I should have got it on Xbox Actually, the reason that I have so many PS2 games to begin with is that, you know, most of these are multiplats. I just get my multiplats on PS2 for some reason, which I later found out is kind of a mistake, you know, because Xbox is the most powerful console, PS2 is not, you know, it's probably the least powerful. And yeah, from now on I'm going to try getting my multiplats on Xbox whenever I can, although if I do see a multiplats on a PS2 that's pretty cheap, you know, like $1 or whatever, I won't hesitate to get it, you know. But yeah, as a general rule of thumb, I'll try to get it on Xbox when I can. But yeah, continuing on, Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, haven't played that yet. Comes complete in pretty good condition, paid $6 for that, it's on 99 Gamers, I'd say it's a good price for it. Metal Gear Solid 3, went over that. Metropolis Mania, got that from Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity for like $2. Comes complete and stuff, and yeah, it's apparently not that bad of a build your own town management type of game, I guess that's what it is. And it's apparently a whole series of it, so yeah, I might have to check out the whole series, who knows. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. I'd rather have the Dub Edition remix version, which has like more stuff to it and whatnot, but this is pretty cheap, you know, it was $1 and it goes for like $10 online, I think, so I thought that was a pretty good profit margin, I guess. Not that I intend to sell this for profit or anything, you know. But yeah, it comes complete, pretty good condition. It's apparently a good racing game. Yeah, I look forward to getting the remix version now. Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. Paid $5 for this on 99 Gamers, which I think, which is, what the hell am I saying? Which is kind of funny because, like, there's this old pre-owned sticker on here that also says $5. So, yeah, I kind of paid that much for how I would have paid for it way back in the day if I bought it pre-owned from wherever it came from. But yeah, it's complete, pretty good condition. Not a bad strategic robot fighting game or whatever. You know, it's definitely difficult though. It's very difficult. So yeah, if you like sort of difficult strategic games, you might dig that one. Neopets Darkest Fairy, I went over that. Let's go on up here. We have Nightshade again, Obscure, Peter Jackson's King Kong, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend of Jack Sparrow, if I can fucking dig this out. Yeah, I paid $1 for this at the retro game place that I got some of my other PS2 games from. And so far, it's not a bad beat-em-up type of game, you know? But one thing that surprised me about this game is that, you know who this is made by, or at least published by? Bethesda. Yes, Bethesda published or made, or both, I suppose, published a Pirates of the Caribbean game. That's pretty interesting, I guess, pretty cool. Yeah, I might have to check that one out. I think I want to do a review of it. I don't know, I'll look into it, I guess. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, I got that from Goodwill recently, $2. I got that from the same Goodwill that I got the Brothers in Arms games. And yeah, I think I own a free copy of that on Uplay, on PC, but you know, Uplay's garbage, and I don't know, that was pretty cheap and good condition. I was just like, fuck it, you know. Rampage to Destruction, we've been over all this stuff. Red Faction, that's the other Red Faction game. I only own it disc only, unfortunately. Not a bad first-person shooter so far, what I played. Robin Hood Defender of the Crown, we kind of went over that, but apparently a good game, and that's why I got it, so yeah. That's the main one I wanted of all the three that I got. But RPG Maker 2, I guess, is cool as well, you know, but I don't know, I didn't really want an RPG Maker game. Romancing Saga, we also went over that. What have we not gone over? SOCOM games, okay. SOCOM US Navy SEALs, SOCOM 2, 3, Combined Assault, yeah, yada yada. For 1, 3, and Combined Assault, I paid $1 each from Trade It, that retro store place. SOCOM 2, I got this for $5 online from 99 Gamers. And yeah, this comes in pretty good condition as well. Let me stick that back in there. I haven't really played a whole lot of them, but they are, you know, strategic shooter series. And yeah, when I feel like binging a whole strategic shooter series, I'll definitely check them out. Sonic Rider, and we went over that. Sonic Soul Calibur, Smuggler's Run, not a bad race. It's not really racing though, is it? It's like you drive to a place, you grab something, and bring it back or something. I don't know. It's not a bad driving game. That's all I can really say about it. Look forward to getting the sequel, Smuggler's Run 2. But I got that from Trade at that retro game place as well, and it comes with this stupid sticker residue all over it and shit, but yeah, it kind of sucks. SSX, got that from 99 Gamers. Pretty good condition, not a whole lot to say about that. Look forward to get the other SSX games. Skarsky and Hutch, got that from Habitat for Humanity for a pretty good price. It wasn't originally on my radar, but it was pretty cheap, and I figured, why not? The main reason why it wasn't on my radar is because I thought it was just like pretty much a multiplayer game, and not only that, but you needed like a light gun and shit like that. But really, you don't. You can play it with a controller, and you can play it single player. So, who knows? Maybe I'll try it myself. But regardless, I own Starsky and Hutch. Never seen the show, by the way, just to clarify, I guess. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, great Star Wars game, but hard as balls. Mostly due in part to like the fact that other weapons don't really last long, like a fucking machine gun and stuff. You can like lose those things very quickly. There's limited ammo for them. So for most of the time, you're just running around with your dual pistols and shooting people and stuff, and yeah, that's kind of what makes it hard, just having to like zip around on your jetpack and shoot people with your dual pistols and stuff. Like, the first 2 levels aren't bad, but once you get to the prison level onwards, the difficulty just gets, insane. It definitely kind of spikes a bit and gets a bit more difficult, but I did beat it, and yeah, I'd still recommend it. The Bard's Tale, sorry if the camera's really shaky, but gotta... my shelf is kind of high up, and, I'm holding this phone, and yeah... Anyways, the Bard's Tale, got that off of 99 Gamers. The seller was actually pretty close to me, which is also another reason. They were like in Raleigh or whatever, and so yeah, I figured I'd just jump on that. I kind of wanted the Bard's Tale anyways, because it's a pretty good, funny RPG series. Or not series, game, what am I talking about? But yeah, I think I paid $12, no more than $12 or something like that for it, so yeah, that's cool. The Spyro games kind of went over. There's my copy of Dawn of Dragon complete. Suffering Games went over that. The Warriors, pretty good licensed game from Rockstar. It's a pretty good beat 'em up series. Or, why the fuck do I keep saying series? It's a game. God, I'm tired, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's all I can really say. I've seen the movie, so the movie's not bad, I would definitely say, It's got a certain charm to it, I guess. God, my arms are shaky. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Warriors. It's got a stupid sticker residue on it because I got it from Trade It. But yeah, definitely check that game out at some point. And not a whole lot to say of the rest of this, only like 2 games, really. That's Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. Pretty good licensed game, in my opinion. Not a great beat-em-up game or Devil May Cry style game, I guess. Devil May Cry is probably a lot better. But for what it is, it's not bad. I would recommend it, I guess. It's at least like a 5 out of 10, like very average sort of game, but I don't know, I'd kind of argue it's like a 7 out of 10 for me personally, at least on enjoyment. And then finally Transformers the game, which is based off of the movie, and yeah, that's the one that I got with my PS3, and it's supposedly good, and that's really all I have to say about that, so yeah, I'll just stop that. And that is it for my PS2 collection. Managed to keep this fairly contained and fairly under the time limit, so I'm pretty proud about that, I guess. Regardless, hope I didn't ramble on too long. I tried not to again, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, we only have 1 left. That's this little bonus video I've got, and yeah, till then, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.